Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you Amazon Mechanical Turk from a worker's perspective. So that would be those who want to earn money on here. The web address is mturk.com. Basically, Mechanical Turk is a place for small businesses and developers to get on-demand, quick help on small assignments. The way it works is basically you would find a task that sounds interesting to you. You would work the task, and then it would get approved by the requester, and then you would basically be able to pay it out into your bank account, or you can transfer it to your Amazon account and spend it on Amazon. So this is basically just the landing page for this. Um, I'm going to click here just to give you this example page. So the first step, as I mentioned before, is you would find a hit you want to work on. You would then accept the hit, and then you get paid once you've completed it. Here are just some of their examples of some hits that you'll find on Mechanical Turk. Select the correct spelling for these search terms. Is this website suitable for a general audience? Find the item number for the product in this image. Rate the search results for these keywords, and so on and so forth. As you can see as well, there's usually a lot of hits available. They're not all quality hits, so there might be a lot that you don't want to do, but there are several good ones on there too. We're going to start this video. I'm just going to give you an overview of what the dashboard looks like, and then I'll show you how you can start searching for hits and working on them. So your dashboard, and this is a brand new account for me, so I haven't done much on here. I just played around with it a little bit. I do have an old account, and I made quite a bit of money on there. So if you have the time and patience, it pays out. You're not going to get rich. It's not going to replace your job, but you can make some decent extra cash. So this is what I've earned so far as what's been approved. When you do hit, they'll pen for a while, and then it'll add to this balance. When I'm ready to transfer earnings, that'll transfer it into my Amazon payments account, and once it's in there, I can choose either to spend it on Amazon or transfer it to my bank account. And this is how much I've earned total since I've been on here. So these are the ones you can see I did today. These are what have been approved. This one's still pending. And then I'll show you what it looks like once it's done pending, which it only pens for a couple hours to a day. It'll show paid, and that's when it'll show up right here. If you have any pending, you'll see it here. If you had any rejected, you'll see it here. And it usually gives you a reason for why it was rejected. This is your approved rating. You want to keep that as high as possible, because the lower it goes, you'll be qualified for less tasks to be able to complete. If you complete a task and it asks you for your worker ID, you'll find that right up here. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the dashboard is pretty self-explanatory. There's a qualification tab where you can take qualification tests for certain things. I don't usually bother doing this unless I see a hit I want to do, and then I can just take the qualification to that hit. So because this account is new, you're going to see a lot of not qualified. That's normal. The more you do, the better your rating will go up, and you'll start to see qualification for more tasks. And then you can also request qualification. So you can just browse what's available if that's your preference. You can sort it different ways. So you can do it with who has the most hits. So if you find one that you like, from them. You can just keep doing it over and over and over. That's what I try to do. Find one that I find to be simple and just do a bunch of them for them. You can search the least reward amount first or the most. Those are usually the only ones I ever use, but there are others too. You can check mark here to only show ones that you're qualified for. You can find all kinds of things on here from surveys, transcription. Those are the biggest ones. You can find ones where they ask you to write a blog post or review something, sort a list, transcribe audio, transcribe text, things of that nature, and then totally off the wall ones and everything in between. I've seen some where you take a selfie of yourself, or here's one, write a haiku, write a sentence for whatever that is, draw a box around an object in a photo, movie opinions. So there's tons of stuff on here. It's always cool if you find one that has several hits available and you can just keep doing it over and over. So that's always nice, especially if you find one, like say you liked this one and it didn't take you long to complete it, and you can keep doing them. 25 cents will add up, and if it's only taking you 2 minutes to do it or less, so just something to keep in mind when you're looking at hits, is it worth the payout? So here's a transcription one of a receipt. So if say this catches your attention and you want to take a look at it, you would hit view a hit in this group, and they'll show you an example of what it would look like for you and what they want. You would fill it out as best as you can, and then you would submit it. I'm not gonna accept this one, but I will the one that I did earlier today. Let's see if he has any more, because he approves it right away, and I can kind of show you. This happened to me earlier where it wasn't coming up and then later it did. So let's search it that way. Business card. Nope. Okay. So I feel like he always appears back on here, but there's times when he's not available too. So if you end up finding him and liking him and you don't see him right away, don't freak out. He'll probably come back. Let's try a transcribe. So if you think you're really good at transcribing audio, you can really make some decent money. Let me show you it this way. So most first. So look at this. I mean, obviously you have to get qualified because these are big projects, but $96 if you can get approved for this one. $54, $53, $51, $48. So think about it this way. A 3-hour audio is going to take you more than 3 hours because there's a lot of pausing and replaying it, things of that nature. But based on your skill level, if you think, minimum wage is $8.25, and say it takes you, oops, my calculator's on my other monitor. Okay. So say it takes you double the time, $8.25 times 6 hours. That's above minimum wage to complete that. So these are decent payouts, but really it takes time. So there are, if you want to practice, of course, there's other types. Let me do it this way, transcribe audio. So I'm not qualified right now, but I can still look at this one. And I'll show you too. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. So here we go. They give you a song, and this is just a sample. You always want to accept the hit before you start working on it because it's not going to be the same sample they give you, okay? So it's going to be a totally different link once you accept it, but you can see basically you would be sorry, that played before I was ready for it. But basically you would just, you know, listen to the audio until you pick up what the lyrics say. Follow the rules, write it here, and submit it. So that's pretty simple, right? That'll take you a couple seconds and you'll get a penny for it, which isn't a lot, but you know, if you can have the patience to do that, and it just gives you that practice before you start taking on the bigger projects. Here's another one. Where did it go? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. So hit a view a hit in this group. Okay, so they're not going to show you it until you accept it, and I don't want to do that right now. Let's see. So here's one who has a whole lot, and it looks like you can earn some bonuses, and it's 35 seconds. So let's see if I can just view a sample for you. Keep in mind there's a lot of people talking in this one. It could be a little more challenging, so if you're not quite ready for that, I would just keep looking. Let's try this one.
Attention blood clot palpitation. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in fetal liposomes moving through the body and causing it to release.
Okay, so you get the idea. And I've seen ones where the audio is a lot easier to understand. And that's what I was kind of hoping I could find for you, but it's always when I'm recording or trying to help someone that I can't find good examples. But, you know, take the time to explore, and if transcribing is what you like, then find the ones that you're comfortable with and practice on those and build up to the more higher payout ones. Say transcription's not your thing, you're more into surveys. I'm gonna check mark this and go. And obviously you don't want to do ones that don't pay. I don't know why they do that. So you can see there's tons of surveys. And the pay rate goes up. Now this one says very short, and that's good because I wanted to accept one and do an example for you on the recording. Let's give this a try. And I need to be honest on these because I do use them. So bear with me while I fill this out. Oh. And that was not my income alone. That's a combined income, which is average. So don't get too excited. Now that's a very short code. Alrighty then. So I'll go ahead and submit that. And now that one's done. And what you'll see now is right here, pending approval. Oh look, my other one just got approved. I really want this guy to come back so I can show you. Alright, fine. um, so yeah, I've earned 9 cents doing 3 quick tasks. I probably didn't spend more than 2 minutes total on all 3 of those, well, all 4 of those. So something to keep in mind. I like doing the quick ones. You might find some long ones that are more beneficial to you, but I like doing the really quick ones. Um, so let's see. Surveys might not be your thing. Maybe you like data entry. Let me do it this way. You can do it that way, but just for the sake of time. Um, so something I wanted to show you to keep attention of. There's 12 shopping receipts for this, and you're getting 5 cents. So is doing that many. So like here's 24 shopping receipts. Is that worth your time when you could do 6 for the same payout? So those are important things to keep in mind because you might think, oh, this won't take very long, and then before you know it, you're spending 10 minutes on something that's going to pay you, 2 cents. So here is one that pays 15 cents. So if you accept the hit, I mean, I guess it's legible. It's kind of difficult and harder to find the info when I'm recording myself and distracted. So here's the store number. You can't really see that, and they don't really give you a zoom. The store address. Again, you can't really see it. So for this one, I would actually put not legible and submit. Well, okay, so they still want you to fill this out. So I'm gonna try, and maybe you guys' eyes are better than me and you're gonna laugh at me because I'm so far off, but I'm gonna do what I can. My dogs are in the background if you were wondering what that was. See, this one to me, I don't even feel is worth it because I'm getting 15 cents. I have to type in all this stuff. But, we all have our different levels of comfort, and I just feel like that one is not very legible. Now, this one, as you can see, would be a lot more easy to do. What does it have? Okay, so let's try this one. This is a much better example. $5.30 would be the store number. 693 Wonderland Road North. That sounds wonderful. It's in London. Oh, it's in London. Okay. I don't know how to read these foreign addresses either. Okay. Member IP. And I saw that on the last one, and I don't see it on this one. Okay. store number, let's see, member ID. So this one doesn't have one now, right? Unless this is it. This is the only thing I can see that could be it, so we'll give that a try. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. There's no SKU number. Oh, maybe they use, oh, okay. I don't know, this is another weird one. I'm not doing very good at picking examples. Okay, I'm just gonna return this. Don't pick up my habits of returning receipts, but I just don't have the patience to focus on this when I'm recording. Come back to the surveys. I've used Salesforce. I can do this one. Okay, so here's an example of what another survey would look like. You would accept the hit the survey link, and there you go. Okay. My neighbors are having a bonfire, and I can hear things going on out there, so I'm getting a little distracted, but that's okay. Sounds like you're having a good time. I have to apologize too because I feel like I'm not giving you guys quality examples. I should be looking for examples ahead of time, but then whenever I try to do that and I go to pull them, they're not there. So now I'm just kind of winging it. It really does take some focus and patience, which is really hard to do when I'm trying to record a video too. So I would say, surveys, transcription, and data entry are going to be the best ones on here, and then anything else you're just going to want to kind of see. So I would say for what you're qualified for, say you're not willing to take less than 5 cents, and now you want to pick the one that has the most hits. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so this is definitely something I don't want to do while I'm recording, but it looks like it would be pretty simple. So they're telling you you're going to draw a box around certain things. So cups and glasses, you would find it in the image, and you would do that. And then they show you the correct and wrong way to do it. Okay, so that's something that you could do. And again, they have you do a lot, so is it worth 10 cents to you? Here's another one, ask Surrey. They don't really show you too much without accepting it. Okay, so here's a situation. What would you ask Surrey? And they probably use this to help program Alexa and Siri, so I would take these seriously if you're going to do them. You don't want to mess up people's tasks because they're on here for a reason. They're paying people. It might not seem like a lot of money, but when they're paying out, 768 of them, and you never know how many more this company has and how many more hits they'll add on. I mean, they do invest money to get these results. So here's another one. Oh no, see, they only give you one example. I was hoping we could see a different question example, but it looks like this is just their default page, and you're always going to see this example. You're not going to see a real question until you accept one. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I need to make up for my poor examples by just showing you some of them that are in here before you sign up for an account. And the cool thing is, as soon as you sign up for an account, you're ready to go. There's no interview process. There's no waiting for anything. It's just you sign up and you're good to go. Fill out the paperwork, for your bank account and all that good stuff. So identify emotions expressed by the voice. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, my dog is barking. I apologize. Okay, so it's going to make me fill this all out before you can see it. So I'm going to do that. Let's try this one. Okay, so they basically want to know if the picture matches the description here. Yes, no. That seems pretty simple, right? You'll get 10 cents for that. There's 24 of them available. They're playing with squeaky toys outside. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear that or not. And again, here's a short survey, and you get $1.50. Let's see how truthful that is. Why not, right? $1.50 for a short survey. I think that's what that says. Okay. Do you own and use? We do have an Apple Watch. We also have an Android one. And I have a Fitbit because we like tech things and we get bored of them quick. I have a Mac desktop, PC, and Mac. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to brag, I promise. I use an Android. My fiance uses an iPhone. I own an iPad. Jordan owns a tablet. And that's it. I don't qualify. Well, that's upsetting. Maybe if you qualify, if you own all of those things, you can take this one. Oh, of course. Only accept the hit if you get the confirmation. So make sure you read the whole thing before you accept, unlike me, because you don't want to keep returning a hit. Luckily, this is just my example profile, so I'm not too worried about it. But you don't want to have, and I don't even see it anymore. They used to have a thing on here that says like your return rate, and I don't even see that now. So maybe they've learned that these projects, some of them can be tedious and people are going to give up and return them. I don't know. Okay, so I feel like, that's pretty much it. I know I kind of dropped the ball with you guys on showing examples, but there are good things out there. Like I said, there's how many hits available? This many. And I showed you not even a percentage worth mentioning of what's available. It's just really hard to think in the moment while you're recording. So don't let my poor examples keep you from trying this. I think, if you can put the dedication and time in it, you might get yourself some spending money for Christmas or pay off a bill or, get something that you've had on your wish list for a while. So you're not going to get rich. It's not going to replace your job, but you can make some good spending money on there. So I'll leave it at that. If you want to sign up, you would just go to mturk.com and you would register a profile. If you already have an Amazon login, you can use that. You'll have to set up the tax and all that good stuff because if you make a certain amount, I think it's 600 or higher, you do have to claim the earnings on your taxes. So that's something to keep in mind with any independent contractor opportunity that you take advantage of. If you have any questions about Amazon Mechanical Turk, or if you've seen similar websites and you're not sure if they're legit and you would like some feedback, you can reach out to me. My website is liveabrightlife.com. Just hit the contact, and here's your ways of contacting me. Also, on my homepage, if I'm at work and available, I will have a live chat going here. I'm not logged into it right now. And you can also use the contact if you have any questions about starting coaching services, or you can go straight to the free consultation form, fill that out, and I'll get back to you. And then if you do need some assistance with something but you're not interested in long-term coaching, I do have the ability to start a session with me if I'm available. So if you click Presto Experts, it's going to show me a way right now. But if this says online, you can go ahead and start a session with me. And then if you don't want to use Presto Experts, you can also use Skype. So whatever your comfort is. And that's about it. So hopefully you found this beneficial despite my a little bit of setbacks I had with the tasks I did want to show you not being available right now. But yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I appreciate you watching this, and I hope you'll check out my other videos. Thank you so much.